everyone. So today I'm going to talk about the case of Gypsy Blanchard and the death of her mother. So Gypsy was born in 1991 and she was a healthy child. She was born to teenage parents and they ended up not staying married. They got divorced when she was pretty young. She wasn't in school yet. In any case, Gypsy was raised by a single mom, Dee Dee, and Dee Dee claimed when Gypsy, and this is where the timeline starts getting a little off because Gypsy was always a smaller for her age and very thin and frail looking. Her mother underfed her and doted a lot of attention onto her, but always claimed that she was unable to do a lot of things when there was no reason for her not to be able to. And the few things that she was allowed to do, it was in a very controlled situation where Dee Dee was there all the time watching Gypsy and making sure that she didn't get overworked. In any case, Gypsy was physically 7 years old, but the community had been told she was five. And that is when she got into a minor accident with a relative, and they ended up her knee got scraped. Well, Gypsy was told by her mother that she could no longer walk, and that's when Gypsy started using a wheelchair. Um, After that, Gypsy's mother had told various doctors and whatnot that because of Hurricane Katrina, that she had been displaced and that they were homeless. So because of that, all the medical records that she claimed were around had been lost. And after the Hurricane Katrina happened, she got a house from Habitat Humanity. She became nationwide known. She was in a newspaper pretty regularly because she was dealing with so many illnesses. Her mom claimed she had leukemia, MS, or muscular dystrophy, along with asthma and some other. She said she couldn't walk, she was paralyzed. She said that she had the mentality of a 7-year old. And at this point, her mother was claiming that she was early teens, and her biological father was in Gypsy's life, but Dee Dee was always there during visitations. He had remarried, he had a couple of more children, and Gypsy was always, again, he was paying his child support and doing his stuff, but he wasn't in the day to day. He left his wife, or ex wife, I should say, to do all that care. Well, in any case, what ended up happening was because her mother was forcing her to stay sick by not only claiming these illnesses and giving her things like a permanent feeding tube and things of that nature, she was prescribed some very strong and powerful medications that caused her to be sick because they were meant to solve her epilepsy and her seizures and issues like that, or her developing MS, but they never actually had those symptoms, so it just made her sick. The medicines did worse for her. Her mother would often drug her, making her go to sleep. So she would come, wake up and be like, "Oh, we were at the doctor's today, and they said that you had this, and this is your new treatment plan." And she just fell for it. She was never in public school. She was always in the care of her mother, um, and her mother was a trained nurse. Her mother was very beautiful and very active as a child and teenager, and then she got pregnant with her and had her at 18. So she devoted all her attention on her. Her mother was later, after her death, diagnosed with Munchausen's by proxy, which is a rare syndrome where basically you either cause yourself to get sick and you seek that attention, or you make someone that is close to you sick to get that attention of being the loving wife, husband, daughter, whatever. Um, Again, it's a rare condition, but does happen, and when it does, it can be deadly for the people that are affected. That's around them. In any case, Gypsy was now a young adult, but society had thought that she was much younger than that. They thought she was around 15 or 16, and she ended up killing her mother through her boyfriend at the time. They met online, and he was um, he was doing his best to take care of her, and because he was in society, he knew that there are other ways he could have handled it. So he was charged with first degree murder. I'm not exactly sure how much time he got. He did actually have a trial. Gypsy just flat out pled and got 10 years. She is scheduled for release in 2024. There is a petition out there for her release, for an early release, because she is a victim of her mother. And because of that, she should not be punished more than she already has been, in my view. Other people may disagree, but that's the way it is. There's been a lot of news reports, publications out there. She's been interviewed by Dr. Phil on his TV show shortly after she was sentenced. She has had a couple of movies made. I don't believe she's profiting from any of this, though. She's giving the money, any money that she would be earning, to um, nonprofit organizations that help with mental illness, because she realizes her mother was sick. She still loves her mother very much. Her father is willing to help her get back on her feet if and when she does get out. She will be getting out, but when, hopefully sooner rather than later. There are two movies out there currently, and there is one show that is going to be released on Hulu. One of the movies is going. It's called the Love You to Death. That came out in January 2019 on Lifetime. You can get that on Hulu if you subscribe to their live TV, or if you go directly to Lifetime and you are either through a cable network or whatever. They also have lifetime.com where you can, if you have a Roku, you can get the little app and pay the fee. I believe it's like $5 and some change for a monthly subscription. I would not suggest doing that on a permanent. I would suggest just getting it and doing the like week trial and then canceling it after that. There is also an HBO documentary that came out 2 years ago. It's called Mommy, Dead, and Dearest. And you again can see that on Hulu, but you have to subscribe to HBO, and that's like 14 or $15 extra a month. Again, you get the first week free, so after you watch the movie, you can cancel it, and you don't have to end up paying anything to see that. Both of those are available immediately. Hulu is making a TV series about this, or I'm sorry, Netflix is, and you have to subscribe to them to be able to watch that. That comes out March 20th of 2019. So I am looking forward to seeing that. I've watched all these different interviews. There's a really good interview and a really good series on ABC that kind of goes in depth. It's about 40 minutes, the whole news segment is. That doesn't include the Dr. Phil stuff that you can also see online on YouTube and whatnot. So that's the information I have. Um, and I hope you answered a lot of your questions. That woman was a very sick woman, Dee Dee, and Gypsy was not sick, but now she needs a lot of mental help because her mom put her through hell, a lot of physical and mental anguish on that poor child that's now a young lady. She has permanent scars because of this, and she's going to need a lot of help. And hopefully, the community come together and help her rather than condemn her for what she rightfully claims she did, and took the she manned up and took responsibility. So that's my 2 cents. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.